Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West, Supportive Oracle Cards, You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? It's a lot busier down this way, I'm noticing. So, which is like the future. Starting off, it's an opportunity. Literally says opportunity, but I feel like I'm in the audience. I feel like I'm waiting for this opportunity, and it's kind of like I want my chance at this opportunity. So I'm looking at what's going on around me, and I'm making my decision that I'm going to do this. Something about appreciation with opportunity is kind of like, I know I can do that. I'm in the audience. I feel like I'm watching somebody else do something, and I'm deciding, like, I can do that. I can be a part of that. And choosing, like, I'm going to start doing that at some point, but I got to look, and I'm watching. And I'm realizing I can pull this together, and I can make that happen for me. I can be a part of that too. That's the appreciation. Kind of like, yeah, I can do this. And I'm going to make this opportunity happen. I don't feel like somebody's handing it to you. I feel like you're watching, you're seeing it, and you're like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start looking into that, and I'm going to make that happen. Now, everything seems fine at this moment. You got the Sun card. Like, the energy and the information and whatever you need seems to be just starting to come in like you need it. Whatever the opportunity is, resources are lining up the way you need them to. Whatever you need to happen to bring that next phase forward, seems like, yep, I can do that. Yep, that's going to be available there. Yep, I can do this way, and I can learn this over here. I can get my resources over there. I can get this backing over here. It just seems like things seem to be easily lining up the way you need them to. You're not expecting a 2-second win anyway, though. You're kind of like, this is how I want that to go in, this is how I want this will go here, that'll go there. It seems very good at this point. Because you're patient, I do feel like you're patient. I do feel like it's not that hard. It's just about putting the plan together and realizing how long this is going to take and how long that's going to take, and just being at peace with it. Kind of like, yeah, I wasn't expecting a 2-second win anyway. You got love on your side. You're happy with how it's coming in. You're very happy with how it's coming in because it's showing that it's starting to build and it's actually going somewhere. It's all good. The Four of Cups is in the environment. Now, I'm realizing the only drawback you might have might be other people wanting to move forward quicker, or other people, like, kind of like maybe poo-pooing your ideas. The thing is, even if that is happening, the Four of Pentacles is telling me, especially, well, it's the Cups. Four of Cups is telling me it's still there. Like, things are still where they should be. It's just kind of like, my unhappiness is with other people, not the actual situation. I do get, though, with Kathumi in the environment, it's kind of like, it's not to be worried about. Things are coming together. The plan, like, when I feel that world in his hand, like, the plan is there. Everything is solid. Everything is where it needs to be. Not to worry about how other people feel about it. Cool. The thing is, people are pushy. Now, I'm noticing this here, and I find this very peculiar, but let's go into it. You got Judgment, Success. That's the Six of Wands. That's your success. I'm kind of covering it still. There we go. And you got this card showing up, the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is very cooperative with Taurus. Earth, Earth, Earth. This is Earth, your Earth. That's very cooperative, right? It's the timing. Ironically, I really think it's the timing. Judgment goes in your favor. Success comes your way. Things come towards you, but it's like, if you want this, here's your pentacle, take it now. It's kind of like it's May 1st, you got to plant that stuff now. If you wait till June or July, your growing season's going to be dramatically short. You might not get the fruition, you might not get the fruit you want from these plants. You got to plant it now. Here you go. There you go. Judgment in your favor, success in your favor. Here you go. You got to do it now. It comes forward a lot quicker than you're expecting. It's kind of like, oh, wait, no, this is good. Yes, I do want this, but I didn't expect this to happen this fast. It's kind of like the time has come. It's time to do this now. The Devil card comes in because of the Eight of Wands. That's speed. The speed is telling me, okay, you want that? Oh, we heard you want that. Here, go do it. And if you don't do it, then we're going to give it to someone else. You either have it now, you want this land, you want this opportunity, you want this situation. Here, you can have it right now. If you take it now, it's yours. If you don't take it now, I'm giving it to someone else. And it's kind of like, oh, no, I want it. Okay, all right. It's like whatever it is, it's almost also like having that perfect house. It comes up on the market, and you got to either put in a bid now or let it go. It's kind of like the house you've always wanted. It's kind of like that feeling. That's the house I've always wanted. I've always wanted it. Oh, it's on the market right now? Like right now? So I either have to put in a bid now or just be like, too bad, so sad. I guess I'm going to put in the bid. That's kind of how it feels. Like, okay, I'm going to put in the bid because I do want it. The Devil card is telling me you're feeling kind of forced to move forward, even though it's good. But the thing is, it's weird. The situation is good, and it moves forward well, but you got the Nine of Swords here, kind of like, I don't even know, like this is going forward too quickly. This was not on my time schedule. This was not on my plan. The thing is, this is what I'm seeing in the environment. The blessings with the Two of Wands, more choices coming your way. Once it starts, there's more choices coming your way. This is kind of like the Sun card. Things are really good in the environment. Things are really good around you. More choices with the Two of Wands. You got to constantly make more choices, constantly keep moving, constantly go to the next. It's not bad, but it's kind of like things are coming forward quicker than you expected. And you're like, I wasn't really prepared for that yet. Can I think? And now I can't think on it. Okay, I'm going to choose this. And you got to keep going. You just got to keep going. The situation has got kind of a life of its own. This is the situation, the Queen of Swords, which is not, I don't feel like it's a person, but it's basically saying as the situation keeps moving forward, it's kind of like you have to address it now. You have to keep going now. Don't have time to sit around on it. Okay, this now. All right, it's rolling off the table. You either catch it or you let it fall. One of the two. If it falls off the table, it's going to break, and then you got to clean up the mess. Up to you. Catch it or let it fall. And it just keeps going, and it keeps going. You don't have the luxury to step back and think about it as much as you'd like to. It just keeps going. It just keeps going, and it then keeps going. And then again, it keeps going. As it keeps going, you start to catch into the rhythm. And what I'm getting is you start to realize, okay, wait a minute, things are rolling off the table, but if I pick up this side of the table a little bit, I can kind of push things back to the other side, and I can take a minute to kind of catch myself and evaluate what's going on here. It's kind of like, yeah, the table was uneven. It was kind of like this, and things were rolling off of it. And you're like, wait, whoa, if I hold up this side, it kind of pushes stuff towards the wall, and I can't, I have to stand here and hold it, but I can take a minute to look and figure it out. I'm getting you find your opportunity here. You got personal transformation, Kuan Yin, and the Temperance card. It's a situation that really doesn't like to be patient, whatever it is. But you find a way to make it kind of slow down. You find a way to pull it back a minute and kind of like, okay, I can't hold it for long, but I can hold up this side of the table and I can hold it back for a minute, just for a minute, so I can look at what's here and decide what I really want and what's really not as important here. And I'll look at it. When this happens, there's a weird reaction in the environment. I like the word weird lately. The Eight of Swords. The situation seems to adhere to your moment of holding things back and pulling things back and making things kind of just stop for a second, but also get that it does not like it. So whatever you're working with, if it's a person or a situation, don't hold it for long. Don't pull it back for long. Don't hold it back for long, because the longer you hold back, it's kind of like it's like a dam, if you will. There's water building behind that. The longer you have that held, the more pressure, the more water. When you let it out, it's all that much more you're going to have to deal with at once. So it's kind of like you're holding it back for a minute, but when you let it go, there's going to be more pressure. And the longer you hold it back, the more pressure you're going to get. Keep that in mind with the Eight of Swords, because the situation doesn't seem to like it. So try to make, hold it back for a minute. Figure out what you need, but don't hold it longer than necessary. Once you're like, okay, yes, I see what I need. I need this, and that. These things can go. Don't hold after that. Once you've made your decision, let it go. Put things where they need to go. Like, time isn't really a luxury for you in this situation. I feel like you know that, but it's just kind of like the longer you hold it, just remind yourself, the longer you hold it, the worse it's going to be when you let it go. Eight of Pentacles coming in with the past lives. Now, the past lives is very interesting because I'm getting like, you're known for your strength. You're known for how you do things. You're known for doing your methods. Whatever your methods are, like you have a certain way of handling things. You don't want to make it a habit where you keep pulling it back. You know what I mean? Like if we're using that table analogy where, it was like this and things were rolling off it. And you held it up for a minute, but you have to stand there and hold it. And once you decide what you want, okay, let it back down to where it was and then grab what you need to grab and let the rest fall. You don't want to make a habit of pulling things up like that. You want to get used to the rhythm and keep up with the rhythm. You don't want to pull it, you don't want to you don't want that as a crutch where you could, hold things back for a minute or hold things up for a minute. Because I'm getting here with the past lives, if you keep doing that, you're going to get a reputation for doing that and holding things up. That might go against you for holding things up. You want to keep it as a rescue plan, maybe? Like if things start to really go bad, rescue plan. Like somebody's in dire need, they need help, they need rescuing. Somebody can't breathe, somebody's having some type of other problem. You got to rescue them. You don't want to just kind of be like, well, I'm not really sure. Let me hold this up for a minute and take a look. You don't want to use it that way. Only as like somebody's actually in trouble. Like you don't send out the ambulance unless it's necessary. You don't send it out just kind of like, well, why don't we just ride around the block and see if anybody needs us. We don't want to do that. You only put out the ambulance when it's called upon. That type of feel. Because I'm getting that with the past lives and the eight of coins, the Eight of Earth. Be careful. This one time you have to do it because it's out of control and you need to evaluate it. Don't make it a habit. Leave it to the side as a rescue. Are we good? I think we're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.